What's up, guys? Welcome to Dark Hymns from the Cold North, doing a album review today. We're going to be talking about Exul. Now, Exul are a Polish thrash metal band based in Krakow, forming in 2011, I believe. They had a break from 2014 to 2017, it looked like to me. They've never been a full-time band, having demos in 2014 and 2017, and then a 5-year gap until their debut full-length album, which we will be talking about today. So Path of the Unknown was released on July 10th of 2022 via Polish record label Defense Records, who were kind enough to send me a copy for review. Not even a promo copy, but the regular CD version, which was very nice of them. They'd sent me a number of albums over the years, usually black and death metal and stuff, so it's cool to see them send some thrash metal. I think this is actually the second thrash album they sent me. The last one they sent me, it might even be the third, so they put out thrash. The last album they sent me was from a band called Ireful, which was actually pretty excellent. I really enjoyed that one. So let's start by mentioning the incredible artwork done by Bogdan Sroka, who is also in the band. Excellent job, I gotta say. So as you can see, the layout is simple, but it's nice. And, the CD itself looks really cool. Kind of reminds me of some of the late 80s, early 90s CD layouts. Now going to the lineup of the band, we've got, like I said, Bogdan Soroka on guitars, bass, and vocals, Matus Grella on drums, and Jacob Robel on guitars. So we'll do kind of a track by track breakdown here. So track one, titled Stupidity Regime, opens with heavy buzzsaw riffs, creating some atmosphere with simple drums kind of pounding in the background. At the minute 6-second mark, dual sounding melodic leads come in, and you instantly know that these guys can really play their instruments. As expected, at the minute 50 mark, the thrash riffing comes into play, and the song really starts, really gets going, kind of sounding like prime, mid-80s Anthrax, real bouncy and chuggy. The next riff reminds me of Exodus. Vocals kick in mid-song and are very much kind of a hardcore style shout, almost reminding me of someone like maybe a Jamie Josta, from Hatebreed. And there's more solos near the end of the song, which is what I like in my thrash, to be honest. If you're going to have two guitarists that can trade off solos, even better. Track two, Rise Again, starts off with kind of a little faster than mid-pace tempo before kicking into a fairly fast speed around the minute mark or so. This song could probably please the diehard power trip fans. The brief melodic pseudo, solo type thing reminds me a bit of early Testament, a la Alex Skolnick, and even a bit of power metal like Firewind type stuff. Just a little bit though. The song goes back into mid-pace territory in time for more melodic guitar leads, which so far are my favorite thing about the album. The crunchy, slow riffing at the 3-minute 49-second mark are catchy and very cool. I always said that there's no better riff than a really well-written thrash riff. Moving on to track three, titled Lose All Control. It starts off as a speedy thrasher, the fastest song so far, with fast, picked machine gun riffing. You get more of the melodic dual leads, and you realize that these two guitarists play really well off each other, especially when soloing. The melodic guitar work makes for a nice counterbalance to the sharp riffing and aggressive vocals here. You also begin to realize the tightness of this band. Track four, titled The Hunt, starts off at a faster pace like a raging Overkill song from the mid to late 80s, complete even with a kind of Dee Dee Varney-esque rattling bass sound. I think at this point it's pretty obvious that the lyrics are mostly kind of socio-political, which is obviously not uncommon for thrash. After hearing more of this band's trademark melodic dual leads, I think it could be what makes them who they are for years to come if they continue like this. Every great band kind of needs trademark characteristics. Track 5, titled Fight for Liberty, is another riff-based mid-pacer. Pretty basic for the first 3 minutes or so, but the last few minutes of the song kind of showcases this band's love for guitar solos. I think I've made that abundantly clear thus far. Track 6, title track called Path to the Unknown, starts with an atmospheric acoustic piece, not unlike the way a band like Metallica used to start their albums in the 80s. Back when they were good. Sorry. It even brings to mind early In Flames. It sounded like an instrumental interlude, but at the minute and a half mark, we get galloping thrash chugs. And this band, they really know how to write thrash riffs, I gotta say. The song is slower and a bit more melodic, but still very much thrash metal, I like songs that stand apart from each other. And track 7, titled Weaker Ones, is looking to finish the album strong. One of the faster songs for this band, that is. The machine gun riffing and double bass parts are very effective. The song slows down in the middle, but kind of picks up picks up a little bit near the end. I would have liked to have had these boys finish the album with a very fast song, but that isn't really, for the most part, their style. And that covers all 7 songs individually. 7 tracks clocking in at 37 minutes. This album does not overstay its welcome. The band does not seem interested in reinventing the wheel, and that's okay. This is pure thrash metal played by lovers of the genre. I'm going to give Path to the Unknown a 6 out of 10. And in case you see that as a low score, keep in mind that is a slightly above average score, which is not bad for a debut album. I'd like to see a bit more innovation and less playing it safe, but I'm really not complaining, and I will make sure to pay attention to what this band does in the future. I'd like to say thank you to Marcin of My Throne Productions for sending this CD to me. Marcin, you've been really cool sending me stuff, giving me an opportunity to kind of sharpen my not so sharp yet review skills. So I appreciate it. Your faith in me as a reviewer. So not that I consider myself a reviewer, but it's something that I have been working on, something I want to do more in the future. I've said that here a number of times. So anyways, guys, I could recommend this album to diehard thrash metal fans. To anyone else, I don't think it would quite be your cup of tea. But if you're one of those people, like if thrash is your favorite type of metal, go ahead and check it out. Other than that, if you're just a kind of a fair weather thrash fan, this might not really do all that much for you. You might just kind of go in one ear and out the other. But diehard thrash fans, check it out. Let me know what you think. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Anyways, that's it for now. I appreciate you stopping by. Louis says hello, chilling in the background as always. Fucking cheers.